Good morning, students. Last class we learned heat capacity and a formula of heat capacity. The amount of heat energy required divided by rise in temperature. Today we will see the problem. How do we can calculate the heat capacity? Okay, understood? The temperature, first sum is the temperature of a metal ball is 30 degree Celsius. When an energy of 3000 J is supplied, its temperature rise by 40 degrees Celsius. Calculate the heat capacity. So, solution, heat capacity formula is C is equal to Q into heat T. Okay, here Q is 3000 joule and T is 40 degrees Celsius minus 30 degrees Celsius, and we can get 10 degrees Celsius is equal to 10 K. Okay, so 3000 divided by 100, the 3 joule kilo, the heat capacity of the metal ball is 300 joule kilo. Okay, this is the first problem. Next problem is the energy required to raise the temperature in iron ball by 1 K is 500 joule K. Calculate the amount of energy required to raise its temperature by 20 K. Here also they are asking raise the temperature only they are asking. So heat capacity only. So what we will do, that heat capacity formula is Q into delta T, that is a heat sum. So heat that is, then what we will do, this is the formula, and Q equal to C into heat or delta T. Okay, then here 500 J, this is the 1 kilo is equal to 500 JK. So how where they will give temperature, it will be raise the 20 K. So temperature equal to 20 K. Then you can 500 into 20, you can multiple, means 10,000 joule we can get. This time this much of amount only increase that for the heat energy. This is very easy sum. So I hope you are all understood. Okay, what they will ask, heat energy, heat capacity they will ask. You can apply the heat capacity formula, and then you can, what they are giving, iron ball by raise the 500 joule K. Calculate the amount of energy required in raised temperature, means 20. So both we can multiple, the answer will get for that. That is the requirement amount of temperature. Okay, next chapter is specific heat capacity. So already we learned heat capacity. Now specific. When the heat capacity of substance is expressed for unit mass, it is called specific heat capacity. Only one line we can know and remember, that unit mass, express the unit mass, it is called specific heat capacity. Okay, specific heat capacity of substance is defined as the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of how much, 1 kilogram. How much? 1 kilogram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Sorry, 1 Kelvin. It is denoted by the simple C. Okay, so 1 degree Celsius. So it is denoted by the simple as C. So specific heat energy formula is amount of heat energy required divided by mass into raised temperature. Mass in raised temperature. Already I told no unit mass. So you can add it from the unit mass. Okay, this only in this formula different. So already we have studied. This is what a formula. Yeah, heat energy formula or heat capacity formula is C into delta T. No, sorry, Q into AT. So same only, amount of heat energy required same only. Then mass into rise in temperature. So therefore C is equal to Q divided by M into delta T. It's simple. Here only one add. Specific capacity means you can add the M. Mass only you can add them. Here no mass. Okay, here is mass is there. So because this is a specific heat capacity, this is normal heat capacity, means mass didn't come. So this is the formula. The SI unit of specific heat capacity is J kilogram minus 1 Kelvin minus 1. Kilogram minus 1 Kelvin minus 1. This is the SI unit. This is the SI unit of specific heat capacity. Okay. So in this specific heat capacity we can see two sums. First sum, an energy is 84,000. It is required to raise the temperature of 2 kg of water from 60 degrees Celsius to 76 degrees Celsius. Calculate the specific heat capacity of water. So we know the specific heat capacity formula. This is the formula. C is equal to Q divided by M into delta T. Okay, temperature. So then they are giving the Q they are giving. So amount is Q is they are giving Q. So how much amount? 84,000. So we can here Q is equal to 84,000. M also they are temperature. What temperature? Raise the temperature. How much amount of temperature will raise? So that is we call it as a what? Say now only I thought no. Everyone we can recall that. What word I told? Yeah, unit mass. Very good. So this is a 2 kg. Then we can calculate easily from 70 degrees Celsius equal to 60 degrees. What does this mean here? Water from 60 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. Okay, temperature. So then we can minus the 70 to highest number which is here 70. So we can 70 we can minus 60 degrees Celsius is equal to answer is 10 degrees Celsius, that is a 10K. Next we can apply this formula 10 we can add here and the answer is 4200 joule kilogram minus 1 by Kelvin minus 1. This is the answer. I think you got it. Next problem is same only specific heat capacity. So here the specific heat capacity of metal is 160 joule kilogram by Kelvin minus 1. Calculate the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 500 gram of the metal from the 125 degrees Celsius to 325 degrees Celsius. Here what we will do that the same you can know the specific heat capacity formula. You can write the specific heat of capacity formula. Then what is C? C is here what 160. C is equal to 160 they gave. Okay. 160 C. Okay. Next what 120 degrees Celsius to 325. So what we'll do? We can calculate the what temperature. Okay. So temperature mean we can minus this. So minus 325 minus 125 is equal to 200. What 200 degrees Celsius. This is we call as a 200 K. Okay, wow. This over. Next what we can want to know mass. Unit mass is very important. Unit mass what? Here see that unit mass is there. What unit mass they are giving? 500 gram. Okay, they are giving us a 500 gram. We can calculate into the 500 kgs because here giving gram. So we need the unit mass in a small amount. We can calculate. How can calculate that? Into divided by 100 means the point 1 2 3 1000 divided by 1000 means you can change in the 0.5 kg is the answer. So we can next we can apply this 160 we can minus and get from the what is that this is the 200 is the temperature and 0.5 is the mass and 160 is the Q. Okay, wow. So the specific heat energy, now we can multiple these three. The answer is 16,000 joule. 16,000 joule is the answer. 16,000 joule. 3 you can multiply and we get the answer easily. This is the how can we calculate the specific heat capacity. Okay, clear? Next new chapter, calorimeter. A calorimeter, it is a important detailed question, mark everyone. A calorimeter is a device used to measure the amount of heat gained. It's very important, but heat gained or lost by the substance. So in this purpose only we can use the calorimeter. It consists of vessel made of metal like copper, aluminium. So which vessel made up of calorimeter? Copper or aluminum. We can use only copper. Why we can use the copper or aluminum? Because it is a good conductor. Then heat and electricity. Okay, good conductors of heat and electricity. The metallic vessel is kept in an insulating jacket to prevent heat loss to the environment. There are 2 holes in it. Through one hole, a thermometer is inserted to measure the temperature of the content. We can measure the temperature of the content. Okay, this purpose only we can use the calorimeter. Have you understood my point? Next, the stirrer is inserted through the another hole of stirring. The content is the vessel. So see, the diagram is there. This is the calorimeter. So we can, this is a device, we can measure the amount of heat gained or lost by the substance. So vessel made up of what metal? Aluminum or copper. Okay. So this is the metal, this is the metallic vessel. Yellow color is there, no? This is a metallic vessel. Yeah, this is the thermometer. Then inside one having, this is the insulating jacket. This is we called stirrer. We can use for the stirrer for the maintain the temperature. This is the blue color is water. The blue color is water, and this is the metallic vessel. Vessel is there, no? This is the metallic vessel, and this is the insulating jacket. This is thermometer, you know that. Hospital we can see that. Next up, power supply, there are one is plus, another one is minus. The 7th standard itself we are studying. This is a stirrer. Okay. So a stirrer is through another hole for stirring the content in the vessels. The vessel is filled with a liquid which is heated by the passing current through the heating element. Using this device we can measure the heat capacity of the liquid in the container. So in this liquid water is in the container, no? How we can analyze the heat capacity of the water. Because of this instrument we can use to analyze the liquid capacity. Okay. So this diagram also very important. So everyone, you can write your class or note for this calorimeter. It's a first detailed question. So you can write it and thorough it. And upcoming live class I can ask this question, and you can, without seeing a book, you can draw this calorimeter structure and show to me everyone. So be careful and you can thorough with that. Okay. So we clear, I think, hope we are clear that this a metallic vessel is kept in the insulating jacket. So this is the insulating jacket, and this is the jacket prevent the heat of loss environment. There are two holes in that. One hole is thermometer. This is the first hole, thermometer. Okay, this is the first hole is there, no? Hole. This is the thermometer, and measure the temperature content. And the next hole we can add the stirrer. This is the second hole, we can add the stirrer. Okay, this is the power supply. Okay, minus mean black color, and another one is positive and negative, both we can add that. How stirrer we can use from the calculating, and then through the heating element, using the device we can measure the heat capacity of the liquid container. Okay, got it? Thank you, student. Next class we will see the thermostat. Okay.